Okay, just want to make sure that we have a good check here. All right, does everyone hear me? I think we're good. All right. Guys, welcome back. Seth on behalf of Pink Titan, and what you are looking at here is the slog. As you can see, I put where all the tarberry bog was. I put a bunch of purified waters. Again, I completely redid the entire wall structure of this settlement with concrete. I also have been going around to each of my settlements just trying to make sure that all of my all of my settlers have, you know, good armor and things like that, and happiness is like one of my biggest things. So today I'm not going to do a 2-hour stream like I did yesterday. What I am going to address again is the purified water monopoly, the best way to make money in my opinion, just to show you what that would look like. Right now the slog has about 347 water, which is good. Anything above 600 or 700 you're gonna get a lot of purified. So you want to build the industrial ones here, and they need 4 oil, 2 ceramic, 10 rubber, 4 copper, 20 steel, 4 cloth, and 6 screws. I have a ridiculous amount of these materials. So once you get these things going, and since this produces 40, obviously, you know, in the bog there's no room, so don't be afraid to go to the smaller one that produces 10. Even though it's not as significant, it'll still give you, you know, the boost that you need. So look, you see, and then boom, I can actually put one here, put one there, and that's going to be 20. Move it around a little bit, and maybe we could finagle it. Maybe not. What? Look, see that? Look at that. Boom. So I just added 30 water now, which is going to be really, really well, you know, it's going to be significant. So, and then instead of wasting time doing, you know, this regular rudimentary generator, I'm actually going to do a fusion core generator. So for this you need 12 gear, 10 screw, 20 copper, 25 aluminum, 12 nuclear material, and I can tell you how to get nuclear material. 8 crystal and 2 rubber. So you're gonna put one of these. I would advise you to put it in a conspicuous area. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it, this just doesn't seem like a nice place. Hold on, maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, okay. I'll put it right here, and I'll kind of shove it up against the wall. This way it's sort of protected, and you won't, you know, have the risk of basically it being destroyed, because once you get these generators up and they're destroyed, and they can be destroyed by a number of things, it's going to be a lot harder to repair them. I've also talked about the happiness factor with the bar. I tried to put 2 bars here in the slog, and I want to see how people react. Right now it's about, I think, like 6, maybe at night or something like that. Okay, 5:44, I was close. So the closer that the settlements get to night, the closer they'll be to sort of like in their chill mode after they work. So I like to do this. I'm going to push this here. And again, these things are just to kind of keep the wiring around, to basically make sure that there's power kind of going through all the walls, so to speak. The best thing to do in this situation is to probably put them on the ceilings, but I'm going to do it like this just to prove a point. Okay, I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it again above the ceilings. So this way we could just line this up with copper here, maybe put one over here. And again, guys, you know, you really want to get a lot of shipments of copper. This is what you're going to use your purified water things for. Okay, so definitely take that into consideration as you're building. Again, you know, I've been trying to basically make sure that my settlements are as happy as possible. So I've been doing really a lot of extra things to boost the happiness. Electricity is a big one here. Okay, so once you have this hooked up, obviously I'm going to hook up this bad boy to this. But instead of doing, actually, let me see if it stretches. Probably won't. Oh, wow, it does. And then boom, it lights up all of this. Yep, yeah, beautiful. So it's just enough room for the settlers to go in and out, and it just lit up this entire area, which is phenomenal. This is really going to affect the happiness of your settlers. I just want to make sure that you guys know this is a PS4 version, and I'm using absolutely zero mods. There are no mods that I'm using here. All I'm using are basically my high level to kind of get away with doing a lot of cool things. How did I get high level? I'm 146, and how I did that was I spent a lot of time in Far Harbor, honestly. And that's what I'm going to also show you guys today, because where we left off in my last stream, I was in Far Harbor kind of like, you know, dicking around a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Far Harbor. I'm going to show you the kind of monsters that you should be fighting, so to speak, so you can get the best experience you can. Okay, these lights are really, really good. Again, number one, happiness of your settlers. Two, it'll keep things well lit. Okay, I actually like to string these purifiers together, so I only have to plug in one to the generator here. Okay, so I'm going to kind of target the power conduit, extend my boom, and then you see the water has gone up to 377. What I also like to do is make sure that a good majority of the area, I think, should be connected by street lights, and that's really, again, number one, for happiness, and number two, to keep things well lit. And that's where your nuclear reactor fusion reactor thing comes in too. So keep that in mind. What I'm also going to do in this settlement is I'm going to essentially connect as many things to the lights and the generators as possible. So this way, in the event that a generator does go down, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, this way they're sort of all connected to each other, and it could avoid any further interruptions. So I have all this stuff hooked up to sort of like everything. So all I really have to do is go up here, and I'm always trying to increase my defenses. So I'm going to go to guard posts, turrets, and I'm going to throw a missile turret here, which is going to give me 15 defense, and a missile turret here. And again, you'll notice I'll plug it in, boom, and I don't even have to put in a generator. I won't have to waste the materials on another generator that only powers 3. So this way I'm not wasting time or materials here. So this is the slog. I have 18 settlers here. Food is about 42. Again, I've mentioned this in another stream, but just to be a little more informative, you'll want to keep your defense above your water and your food. So right now the water here is 377. I put my defense at about 563. And the more defense you put, honestly, the better. And what I also like to do here is, I'm probably going to run out of copper soon, but I'm going to put this here just to make it light up a bit, so when people are walking around at night, they can sort of see what's going on. This does sort of make your settlement look, how do you say this, like hot, so to speak, you know, like tempting, and for you know, raiders and gunners and stuff like that. But really, that's unavoidable if you're really investing time and putting into your settlements. So I basically designed these platforms and these cement walls to pretty much bring a little bit of uniformity to each settlement. This is totally up to you. It's a creative process that you, as a settler, player, whatever you want to call yourself, really at your disposal. And as you can see, you get experience from doing all of this, so that's a huge plus. It's a huge plus. Now, what I'm going to do also is I'm going to Like I said, we're going to talk about, oh, okay, so let me go back to what we were saying. We're going to address happiness. We're going to address defense. We're going to address how to make money. I have, let me just save here because I get a little paranoid. From this evening, I have about 176,000 caps, give or take. That did not happen overnight. This has been weeks and weeks of me playing this. And there's a method behind my madness, okay? And I'm going to explain all of those things as we go along. Okay, let me just throw some steps here so this way it'd be easier for the settlers. Okay, maybe they need a little something different. All of these things that you see, again, this is nothing is modded here. Everything here is hard work, DLCs, which I highly recommend that you download. I have every DLC with the exception of modding. I just didn't see the the point in modding, honestly. And I think that the PS4 won't be able to handle it, to be frankly honest. But what I did get was a really, really good bargain on building settlements, and it's really fun to do. It's highly enjoyable. I would really, really recommend that you start playing around with different things in different forms. Now, as you notice, all the settlers are going to start flocking to the bar, with the exception of maybe the people who are on defense. So again, I'm going to throw these lights down. I want to put them in places where people could sort of, it's a little well lit. And it really adds a lot of a nice touch to the settlements. It adds a bit of flair in, the post-apocalyptic world. It's sort of that comfortability piece, like that familiarity. So again, we're just lining things up here, and boom, all of these lights are going to start turning on, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to go connect them to a bunch of these generators just so they could... Random connections is always good because it sort of makes sure that you're getting everything to the best of your ability. So as you can see, a lot of the settlers have the best armor, so what I tried to do is I'll go... Yeah, that lady's weird. I'll go to my workbench just to show you what I mean. So what I do is, and again, I've mentioned this in my previous streams, this is rather tedious, but it's worth it if you really want to increase happiness. So I have these weapons here. These with the exception of the Fat Man, I'll give to my settlers. I'll give an explosive sniper rifle or something to another settler, and I'll give him the ammo. And then if you look at the apparel, what I actually did was some of the chest pieces that are pretty much more power, I've added a little more flair to the defense, and this one has a damage resist of 53 and energy resist of 68. So I'll go ahead and I'll literally take all of these things, and what I would recommend to you guys is to take any of these things, the left arm, left leg, and right leg and things like that, and the chest pieces, anything that's in double digits I would keep, and I would actually give them to my settlers to boost their defense. This is perfect advice if you're really trying to spruce up your happiness and if you're trying to make your settlers look badass. So let's just go take a gander at first I'm going to go to Nuka World so I can show you my settlements. So the second thing that we want to address here, before I forget, let me just show you one more issue here that I was going to address that I did mention in my other stream. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my workbench, and I'm going to go to cages. This is part of a DLC which I highly recommend you download. So I'm missing one more wild mute fruit to create a gorilla cage. Why do I want to create a gorilla cage? When you create a gorilla cage, you have the potential to actually catch a gorilla, and when you do catch the gorilla, there's the gorilla synths from the Institute. They add not only defense but happiness, and I think they add 8 defense and they add happiness because the settlers, for lack of a better term, feel safe. Just a piece of advice though, I have things like this, a gunner cage, a raider cage, and if you do put these things in your settlements and you actually catch a gunner or catch a mirelurk or whatever it is, you will attract attention to yourself. you will attract attacks from whatever you capture in those cages. I don't know if anyone has actually mentioned that, but that's definitely a really, really sound piece of advice. And again, in the midst of us talking about what makes settlements great and what makes Fallout really a fun game to play, we're also going to be having fun in the process by killing things, and that's always good. I'm going to go ahead and go to the western part of the map and go to Nuka World. Nuka World is a DLC that I highly recommend that you download. Number one, it has a really cool Coney Island, Psycho Playland Carnival feel to it. And two, there's a lot of good missions that you could play. And the last thing, number three, is that you could join a faction, and I believe that there's one settlement in Nuka World that you can spruce up pretty much, and it's a Red Rocket area just like you have in the regular Commonwealth. Nuka World was really fun for me to play, and it gave me access to a whole lot of different armors to actually steal and plunder and loot from all of my dead victims, and I bought them right back to my settlers. Even though some of the outfits look ridiculous, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Abernathy Farm is under attack. Let me just kind of show you what I mean here. I'm going to go ahead and save. I will go back to Abernathy Farm in a bit. I would highly suggest that when a settlement is under attack that you do not hesitate. For some weird reason, after I destroyed the gangs, all these people are naked. Okay, they look disgusting, but whatever. What do I know? Alright. Cigarette machines are really good also to put in your settlements because they will guarantee happiness. People love to smoke. I mean, in the post-apocalyptic time, what else is there to do, right? Okay. So these areas are just areas that I pretty much looted. These sort of territories belonged to the gangs at one time, and I honestly just got sick of them, so I just killed every single one. When you do that, you will fail the missions that they have for you, and they will all attack you profusely. So I would really suggest that, you kill, you either, whatever you decide to do, number one, do it fast, and number two, do it efficiently as possible. I was about at level 130, 135 maybe at the time, so I could have gotten away with doing it. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna kind of walk to this area. Actually, I could run. It's the first time I haven't been over encumbered. As you can see, it's really sizable. It's a really big map. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to discover. When you first get here, it's a little awkward because there's these creatures that just come and attack you so randomly. It's a real good ode to Fallout 3. You'll see a lot of, I won't spoil it for you, but you'll just see a lot of enemies from Fallout 3. So just looking at this map, it's pretty sizable. I would say that Far Harbor is a lot bigger. I would definitely say that Far Harbor is a lot bigger. So my Nuka World Red Rocket thing is over there. It's got 21 settlers and 85% happiness. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to the Commonwealth and defend Abernathy Farm. But what I'm also going to do while I'm there is show you the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about, which is robots. Robots, again, are a DLC. Highly recommend that you download that DLC because it's really, really fun. It'll introduce a new perk, and the perk is, I think, Robotics Expert, and that really has to do with intelligence and science. So once you have those perks as high as they are, as high as they can possibly go, you'll be able to control robots very well. They'll listen to your commands and they won't hurt you. I haven't had any issues, actually, with my first robots, but I will say that when I had the first, I think her name was Ada, when I had her, she was just attacking every single thing and like really, really hurting me. So that's something you're gonna want to consider when you actually do your robots. I will say this though, I would hold off on creating a whole bunch of robots because number one, you'll really exhaust a lot of materials that are precious. such as circuitry, adhesive. I'll tell you how to get more adhesive as the stream goes by. But you're really going to exhaust a lot of resources if you do too much. So, you know, it's really up to you. I like to have at least 2 or 3 robots per settlement. I think that that's pretty decent. Got a Yagwai? I knew it. I probably won't survive this fall, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. I'm not going to be too reckless. Because even though I'm really strong, there's still still ways that I could die pretty horribly. So I'm going to go to Abernathy Farm because it was under attack and make sure that the babies are safe. The weird thing is that no matter how good you build up your settlement, sometimes they're just pussies, honestly. That's the best way that I could put it. Excuse my language. I know that's a horrible sort of way to say it. But I've also seen in other videos that the more that you spend time in your settlements building and doing things that you have in-game hours in, the happier they are. So obviously, I mean, you know, the more time you spend in a settlement, the happier your settlers will be. But also while you're working and doing things, the happiness matters because happiness is going to translate into production, and you want to make sure that they're producing a lot because of the purified water. Wow, that is pathetic. Look at that. I talked about the traps the last time we were streaming. Oh my gosh, do you see this? This is amazing. I'm so glad that you're able to witness this carnage. Somebody's body just blew up. I mean, literally. All these bloods. This blood, man, like, that's crazy. You may notice me looting unnecessarily. There's a reason for this. Now, I'm going to leave all these other things. I'm going to leave the leather right whatever and the sack and the blah blah whatever. That stuff I don't care about. I care about any armor that says heavy. So if I have a heavy armor that is going to boost your own defense if you use it for yourself, or it's going to boost the defense of your settlers, and that's what you want. So this is a big guy. I'm going to take all his stuff, stim pack, hunting rifle, lead, strengthen, blah blah blah, and I'm going to leave all that other stuff because it probably doesn't have high enough defense. Road leathers I take because road leathers already has like 2 natural defense to it, and it would make more sense. Gas mask with goggles I also take because if you give those to your settlers, it'll help them resist radiation. Everything else I'm probably going to leave. I take the road leathers. Okay, and that's, to me, that's good enough. And when I go to another settlement, probably when I go to Nuka World right now, I'm going to go back, obviously. But I just wanted to show you this. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, let me go ahead and show you the gorilla cages. Now, I've had the gorilla cages up for about a week in-game time, not a week in, you know, real time. And for some reason, they're just kind of stagnant like this. To me, it looks like they're shorted out, but I'm not sure what's going on. I captured, let me see if there's a gorilla here. No, not yet. Okay, still waiting. There's probably still perks that I need to get, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I built 3 here. There is a raider here that I caught, and obviously you saw that raiders are trying to invade, so they were probably trying to save their friend here. And then a gunner is in here too. So more than likely a gunners are probably gonna appear from here. Again, you notice the fusion core, 1,100 energy right there, and these are the top platforms. I would highly recommend that you build your weapons high, because the higher your weapons are, the better accuracy they have, number 1. And number 2, your invaders are not gonna throw or shoot anything that high. Invaders will throw Molotov cocktails, grenades, and things like that. And if one of those things hits your turrets, they're done. So I'm gonna take the gas mask and I'm gonna take the harness. You could stay with that crap. Pool cue I'll grab because it's leather left arm. I'll take that. It has wood in it, and that's pretty much it. Alright, now there's some wild mute fruit over here that I'm going to try to grab. Let me see. Oh, perfect. Now I actually get to go back and take the other settlement, maybe in the slog, and set up my gorilla cage. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. This is Seth Garbage representing Pink Titan channel. Please subscribe. Add likes, comments, anything that you would like to see personally that I don't talk about today. Definitely leave a comment. If there's anything you're curious about as far as settlers and questions that I haven't addressed, or even if you want to compare, Fallout files, whatever you want to call them, definitely leave a like and a comment, and we will get back to you as expeditiously as possible. So I'm going to try to do these streams a few times a month. I know that this is a pretty old game at this point, but it doesn't stop me from having a lot of fun still playing it. I said this in a previous stream, and I'll say it again. There are times where I'm just away from the game and I'm thinking about building stuff, and I'm thinking about, oh man, I really want to put this in this area. It's strange, I know. So again, I like to fast travel a lot. I have the perks where you can just fast travel even if you're over encumbered, which is really useful. So when we go back to Nuka World, I'm just going to take you around the areas to show you the kind of enemies that we deal with. Nuka World to me is very fun once you get down to all of the missions. I would highly suggest that you do them all. They do get a little monotonous, they do get a little predictable, but once you get into the good graces of the gangs, it's really fun to see how they deal with each other. Nuka World, I would say, has a few hours of gameplay. It definitely doesn't have as much as Far Harbor. That without a shadow of a doubt, I know that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. We're back in the slog. Going to go back to my workbench. And boom, the gorilla cage has appeared. So I'm going to go ahead and build one of these things where it has room on the outside here. I'm going to put it over here. I feel like this is the only place for it. Boom. See, it says 4 wild mute fruit removed. I'm going to go ahead and do this and connect this thing to the big generator here. So I'm going to throw that here. Maybe let me see if I can connect this here. Will it work? It does work. That is so awesome. Oh, what happened here? Connect this to that. And we have power. Alright, and then the next time I grab mute fruit, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do maybe 3 or 4 per settlement, because I'll really pretty much get an idea of maybe 2 or 3 gorillas per settlement will increase the happiness. So again, you'll need about 16 steel, 5 wild mute fruit, 4 gears, and 4 copper. I think the biggest things that you're going to run out of are the rare items. Copper is one of them. Nuclear material is one of them. The best way to get nuclear material is to basically go to any merchant that sells more laser weapons, and you're going to stick with anything that's a rifle. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to aid, and I'm going to see we have 268 purified waters so far. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of that, and yes, it's going to make me over encumbered, but that's okay. Once you have the perk, you're good to go. So what will happen is I'm going to go to Nuka World again, just so I can show you. And I'm going to go to a merchant that specifically specializes in selling weapons. I'm going to look for things like the Gatling laser, laser rifle, automatic laser rifle, sniper laser rifle. I'll buy them, and then I'll sell back the purified water, so this way I don't waste the caps. Then I'm going to take that gun, those guns, back to my settlements, and from there I'm going to scrap them, and I'm going to scrap them for the raw material. And that's how pretty much you get the nuclear material from. You get it from most laser rifles. You definitely get maybe 2 or 3 from a Gatling rifle or Gatling laser cannon. And sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get it from the big, what are those, Magnum revolvers or something? I'll show you what they are as soon as we... Oh my god, really? Starlight Drive-In is under attack now every time I come over here. Okay.
Used to work with the Raiders, maybe.
I'm gonna go back because they're this is like too much. I find this a little irritating about the game. It takes a long time to load, but I understand why. It just gets a little, you know, predictable. So this is the merchant area. I like to stick to this guy. Aaron, I think his name is.
Sure. Let's take a look.
I don't know why he's naked. I think he likes me. He's trying to tell me something, but I don't swing that way, buddy. Gonna buy the electromagnetic cartridges. I'm gonna get this. See what kind of weapons he has. Yeah, that'll be a good thing to buy. Focus overcharge rifle. I'm gonna buy that. And you'll want to just search for it within their inventory. These two, perfect. Rifle from the plasma and then the compensated fiery rifle, that you definitely want to buy. So the tactical, the 44 pistols, you'll want the bigger one and not the smaller ones. So basically you'll scrap those and you'll get your materials that you need. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save. And you know what, instead of just wasting my time doing this, I really want to show you the Nuka World settlement. So I'm going to go and show you that now. And then from there, I'm going to go back to defend the Starlight Express, whatever settlement. Starlight Express, Starlight Express. Sorry. Go off on a tangent sometimes. You know what would be really cool, I think, if they actually had Nuka-Cola in real life? Think that it could have replaced Pepsi or Coca-Cola? I don't know. I think Pepsi and Coca-Cola are pretty amazing. So what I'll do is I'll show you... Oh, Nuka Grape. I don't think I have that one. Oh, those things those actually contribute to happiness as well. I put a bunch of them in the settlements because when it's like break time, people are always grabbing cups, grabbing glass and stuff, and filling it up and drinking it. It looks weird. I mean, when the settlers are idle, they do weird things. All right, so this is Nuka World, Nuka Red Rocket. So as you can see, it's a pretty big settlement. I dedicated an area specifically for farming, and I put a bunch of lights. These are provisioners. Now what I do is the provisioners are the people who connect the supply lines. Those I will give the most powerful armor and weapons to.
Just
for
wanted
example,
to trade a few things.
This provisioner, she has the heavy BOS, everything, heavy Brother Steel, everything, double digits, with the exception of the right leg. And I gave her a minigun. Then I give her the ammo to go with it. And this way, if this person runs into any trouble, she can do what she needs to do. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap those things for you like I showed you. Pipe pistol, focused overcharge rifle, auto pistol, pool cue, this thing, this thing, this thing. Shotguns for steel materials, and I think that's it. Okay. It just throws it on the floor. Boom. I'm scrapping it, and look, I've got fiber optics, I've got circuitry, I've got nuclear material. Exactly how I said it. Same thing with this. Nuclear material, fiberglass, fiber optics. So pretty much those things are guaranteed to make sure that you have nuclear material. A boosted fiery plasma rifle gives you 2 nuclear materials. The bigger the rifle, the better. Okay, and then this stuff is just pretty much for steel and wood and stuff like that, and that's the stuff that I use to make these little platforms, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and do this too. I'm going to create these things. Wow, I could put 400 water pumps if I wanted to. 15 of these water pumps. I'm going to put one here, one there. I'm gonna put one over here just because I can. Has to be put in the dirt. Put them side by side. Then I'm gonna put one over here, and I'm not gonna put them on yet. Obviously, when I come back, I'll do it. Okay. And the good thing is that those things actually need electricity to run. So I built these little platform things here, and I built them like a home. Started with a platform with stairs, and then boom. Put these little, you know, makes it a little homey, makes a little decor and things like that. Also, I should mention these beds, these small ones, I would scrap them, and I would make the bigger ones. When you put these things in place of the old beds, it'll automatically assume, like right now it has red, but in a few, hopefully in a few seconds or a few minutes, it'll transfer the ownership. That bed is owned, so I'm gonna scrap it, build a nice white bed here where the other one was, and hopefully it'll get claimed. Oh, see, look, it got claimed. So once you put the bed in the same spot, it gets claimed by the settler. So just a piece of information, because happiness. I put another power armor station here. I put 2 couches. I put the table here and a radio. Radio and the jukeboxes are all going to be signs of happiness. Then I put a big old lounge here, and I wanted to sort of put the bar in here, which I'm eventually going to do. Okay, I'm going to erase that bed, put in the white one. I'm going to delete this because it's in the way. See, and boom. You get the person that was originally sleeping in it will go back in it. So boost of happiness. Their happiness is down by 85, but this is pretty much the highest that I've ever gotten it. There's ways to get higher, but you really have to play around a lot with the game. So see, we got our workers and we got our bar guy. So very, very cool. I actually put Preston in this area just because. And Dance. I feel like they're the most useful over here. The most this area gets attacked by, super mutants. Super mutants are in every single area, so. And again, look, it's pretty big, it's sizable. Those lights I put there, I'm gonna come back and fix them. And that's pretty much it. I built the platforms specifically in this side, and I concentrated most of my weapons over here, because if you notice that broken kind of house in the background.
Just got home, by the way, bro. Manhattan traffic be the suck.
Yeah, Manhattan's horrible. I hate going to Manhattan. If I do, it's going to be by train. So if you look, that house over there gets attacked a lot. So I put the majority of my guns, whatever you want to call them, the turrets, I put them all here. And when we come back to this Nuka World area, I'll show you how much it gets attacked. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. Those little roof things I like to put to keep the turrets on them and to build the little areas where people could be on the lookout, and those things increase defense greatly. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the Commonwealth. All right, and then as I'm going back in the Commonwealth, I'm going to do my little thing there, and then I'm going to take you guys back to Far Harbor, because there's a few other settlements that I did not get a chance to show you. Again, guys, I really want to express my sincerest and all of our sincerest appreciation for you listening, for you watching. Even if you're not watching live, we really appreciate you guys spending some time with us. So
also, I can't stop thinking about those amazing fries I had.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never have cold fries again, LOL.
Yeah, honestly, the McDonald's fries are probably the best. I like Wendy's fries pretty much, but McDonald's fries is the bee's knees. And if they're fresh, they are tray amazing. So, boom, that happened. Actually, you know what? When I take you, since we're going to Starlight Drive-In, there's a little thing that I actually wanted to show you guys that I did. So the more material that you invest in your settlements, what I would suggest...
MOD Red Hard.
What I would suggest is you concentrate on a settlement.
Thanks
for like
stopping in Rodilero.
Rodilero? What's that? So what I was kind of mentioning was, if you want to concentrate building on one settlement, you can. You could sort of pool all of your resources and gather a whole bunch of junk and throw it all in the workbench. Once you get the local leader perk and you establish those lifelines, those supply lines, you're going to notice that, you know, you won't have to put so many things in different areas. So I can tell you probably who's attacking this settlement. I bet you it's Mirelurk. You see how fast the settlers run to... I mean, who is this dude? This dude has a machete. Oh, somebody's got a stealth boy? I don't even see him. Wow. You get advanced enemies. I mean, look at this. This is interesting. It's a gunner. Let me take the bandana. Wow, look at this. Again, guys, you see what I'm taking here, right? I'm looting pretty much the majority of their armors and everything that they pretty much own. Gunners attack this one pretty often, so there goes my sweet lover Piper with her Gatling gun, Gatling laser. She's amazing. If I wouldn't have come to this settlement, I probably would have risked them destroying it. I don't know why I put this siren here. It wasn't a smart idea. They ring it for everything, so I have to go turn it off. Alright, let me go ahead and save. Well, I think that... Is that a settler or a gunner? I think that's a settler in the distance. Oh, it is a settler, okay.
Just looking to trade a little.
Good. Of course. This guy looks insane. Wow. Look at his weapons. He's got a knife. He's got a knife. I love him. I'm gonna give him a laser pistol. I think he deserves a laser pistol. What do you think, guys? Wow. I'm gonna give him, and then of course I give him the actual ammo. I've got a lot of fusion cells to go around, and I barely use any laser weapons, so I might as well give it to the people who actually use it. I'll give them anywhere between maybe 200 and 300, depending on how much I have, because they actually run out, you know, pretty significantly. So, oh look, a laser pistol, huh? Vegetable starch and dirty army fatigues. You could keep that nonsense. Okay, so this is the Starlight Drive-In. As you can see, it is ridiculously humongous, and I haven't even finished building on it. There's so many things that I can do. So the size is still good. The happiness is down a little bit. The water is significant, but the defense is up there. I built another fusion. What do you call it? Generator. Which is always good. It's always good. Oh wow, look at that, 585 water. That means I stored it here for something. So that, my friends, that you are looking at is a giant concrete structure that I built myself. It first started out as a mini project. The first floor is dedicated to having the clinic, the general store, and the, I think it's a weapons store. Then I put the Nuka area thingies for them to, like, you know, get their drinks. And these little craft machines, I like to have them on every floor because the settlers actually use them. Second floor I dedicated is the bar. This has a little more chairs, so this way, like, they could all chill because they usually gather around the bar. Clothing and armor as well. And obviously, if you look, all of these things promote happiness with the exception of the armor emporium. Interesting. And I created little floor area things and stairs so the settlers could walk up and down. This, my friends, will be filled up with power armors. I've taken the liberty of making this the power armor building station area. I'm going to go ahead and use another because I have plenty. Is it necessary to do this? No. But having these to showcase, so to speak, makes this settlement look really, really badass. And I'll just throw this one here just to do it. Alright. It looks a bit much, but there's a method to my madness. I'm always finding power armor everywhere, so I bring it to these settlements and I just put them there. I usually don't use them because I feel like they're overkill. So again, the gorilla cages, I'm still waiting for them to hatch. Still waiting for them to be caught. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll never happen, maybe it will. Again, guys, this is no mods, none whatsoever. So I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to fall here because my legs are made of steel. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and delete these beds because I got to make sure that these guys have better and cleaner beds. This could be a nice little area for a couple, you know? Huh. And of course, oh wow, look at that. There was 2 power armors down there that I totally forgot about. You see, that's so crazy. There is a method behind my madness, ladies and gentlemen. There is, trust me. A true method. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one here. Kind of put it, there we go. I don't want it to be in the way of the entrance, obviously, so. And as you can see, the happiness is at a decent rate. Okay, and then I'm going to put a bed over here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a fusion core in this and move this armor upstairs. This is going to be really more for show. I'm probably not going to use it. Wow, that was kind of bootleg. Didn't even. Alright. Very cool, very cool. You hear how hard he's breathing? It's hilarious. It's almost like he's sexually over-encumbered. Ew, I'm nasty. Sorry. I'm gonna put this one over here. This power armor is pretty cool. It's pretty unique. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the fusion core because if I don't, these idiots will take it and use it. Then I'm gonna go here and craft and exit. This is the... Oh wow, I gotta fix the... I gotta put the right leg here. Do I have a right leg? No, probably not. And I doubt that I put it... No. Well, alright. Okay, so that's one power armor, which is awesome. As you can see, I put a whole bunch of string of lights here and stuff like that just to add a little bit of brightness, and it gives it character. You know, it makes a settlement look uniform. You know, those high platforms up there, I honestly put for an experiment, but I'm not gonna continuously do that in my settlements because it takes up a lot of room. But you guys should already know that. Oh look, they're already gonna go to sleep. Ooh, you know what? Let's see if I could do this. So you got the Nuka-Cola, okay. So again, boosting happiness, right? I'm gonna do 2 things here. First, I'm gonna put a table. Probably gonna put this table in this corner over here, so this way it doesn't get in the way of him. Maybe I'll put a smaller one. Put one here, and I'll put another one here. Scrap these. Glass is good to have. I know it seems like such a really mundane thing to talk about, but glass is used in pretty much any type of... I'm going to put a cigarette machine here because these Nias love ciggies. Key to happiness. One radio tuned to Diamond City. The other one tuned to classical. You'll see what I'm trying to do in a minute, right? Turn on this one. Turn on that one. Boom. Nice music. First thing, right? Gonna save. Giving the the settlements a little bit of character is always good. And then I'm going to go to power. Gonna go to lights, and I'm gonna put a ceiling fan in here because I care about my settlers. And it actually works. Look at that. This one doesn't work. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. I can fix this. Put that on the floor. Actually, let me kind of put this out of the way. Kind of cheating. Let's see if this works. Ah, there we go. I knew it would work. And now we have 2 ceiling fans. Comfort for my settlers. I'm gonna go ahead and close the door here, so this way if they decide to get homosexually intimate, they can do so. And then this one, I know what I'm gonna do here. Grab this power armor station, move it upstairs. By the way, guys, if you wanted to buy a power armor frame, there's a bunch of what do you call them? Merchants that do sell them, and they sell them for I think they're about 3,000 caps. It's not too bad. So then I'm gonna put some distance between them like this to put some uniformity in, and boom. Now we have our sweet settlement. And as you notice, there's a lot of different ways to get in here. There's stairs all the way to the bottom. There's stairs here on the 2nd floor. There's stairs on the other side. There's stairs to the roof. I'm always building stairs. There's a main staircase here that goes all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I know, guys. It's a bit much. But I pride myself on doing this because it really helps to pass the time if you're trying to, like, do certain things. And you challenge yourself to do new things with your settlements. So I'm gonna put a fusion core in here again. Oh, 77's good. So guys, definitely tell me what you think. If you think my settlements suck, you could be honest and say it. I'll take you on a tour and show you a bunch of them. There's maybe 2 or 3 settlements that I maxed out completely that I can't do anything with. So, ooh, see all the red? The red is basically the infrared, and this helmet that I'm wearing for this power armor has a thermal system in it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one over here just to kind of, you know what? I'll put it next to this one. So my goal would be to have this entire room filled up with power armors. I know that sounds insane, but it's going to look very cool. So now, so far, I have 2.
LOL, really, Sam?
Yes, really. This is necessary, okay? It is very necessary. You guys don't understand the struggle of a homeless person. In this game, I'm actually prosperous. Again, let me show you how many caps I got. At 4:36 in the morning, I'm doing this stuff in the game. So I have 176,331 caps. Unnecessary? Yes. No, it's completely necessary. Trust me, it is necessary. I promise you it is necessary. Okay. So we got 2 power armor so far. If I find another one, I will remember to bring it to this particular settlement. So...
why not scrap the cores?
You can't scrap the cores, can you? I need the cores.
Seems to be growing well.
You seem to be growing well. So I'm actually going to grab these vegetables or fruits or whatever you call it, and I'm going to physically store them in my workbench. Okay, sorry for the clicking noise. And I also apologize if I'm echoing.
Assign someone to this.
I need to
You really
assign.
don't need the cores.
I do need the fusion cores, bro. I need every single one of them. Don't tell me what a homeless man needs and doesn't need,
You're
okay?
being
What
ridiculous, Sep.
I am not being ridiculous. I am being we need this. This is a necessity. Look at this guy. Look at the glory that this guy is standing in. He's got armor everywhere.
Huh?
I think wait, well what about the left arm?
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure.
Let me see if I have a left arm. I probably don't. Oh, I do. Booyah. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Now, what was I gonna do? I forget. Oh, you know what I actually wanted to show you guys? I'm gonna piss off my friend Ricky Maru and build a robot. But I'm not gonna build a sexy robot. I'm gonna build a crazy looking robot. Alright, new automatron. I would suggest that you have 1 or 2 robots per settlement. Alright, I'm gonna go for the head. And I'm gonna create an Assaultron laser. Okay, head armor, I'm gonna go all the way down. And I'm gonna do the, what is that, head hydraulic?
You should only have sexy robots, you bastard.
I do not want to have sexy robots. I want to have functional robots. Okay. Assaultron torso. Let me see. I'll do a Sentry torso. Oh, okay, fine. This thing does weird things. Front hydraulic.
Sexy is functional.
Sexy is not functional. Functional is functional. Okay. Okay. So what do I want to have? I'm going to have radiation coils. Yeah. 'Cause that's crazy. Left arm. I want to give him a... Oh, I can only have... Okay.
You're robot sexist.
I'm not robot sexist. I just don't want to make weird robots. So the right-hand weapon, I would like to have a few things. It's either gonna be the left-hand laser Gatling. It has to be because it's very powerful. Okay, and then the right arm.
Make a robot.
Make a what? You want to get naked with who now? And then the right hand, there's a few things that you can do. The minigun is also good, honestly, so, boom, minigun. It's a little bit of an overkill, but... Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give him the Space Sentry legs. That's completely crazy, right? I know. I'm running out of adhesive, so I'm gonna... This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna give him an Assaultron voice. Okay. I'm also gonna paint him Ricky Maru's favorite color. Not that blue. That blue. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. Talk to me, sweet thing. First, I'm gonna save. Again, guys, this is the Robot DLC. The Robot Workshop DLC. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Recognized. Is this unit to be placed under your command?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Acknowledged. This unit is ready to serve.
It's Automatron 222.
Actually, I'll be back later.
Confirmed.
He'll stay in this settlement and he'll do what the hell I tell him to do. Alright. I'm going to jump down here because I don't believe in elevators and I don't lose that much health. I'm going to go to the cooking station. I'm going to go all the way down to utility. And as you can see, I have a lot of materials to make vegetable starch. Vegetable starch produces 5 adhesive. 3 corn, 3 mute fruit, 1 purified water, and 3 Tato. I'm gonna make a bunch.
God, she sounds like a person named Gladys.
Sounds like a person named Gladys. I mean, yeah, that's the point. Look at that experience go. Alright, I think that's enough. So after I can, do all that, I'm not going to completely rob myself of, hey, look, hey, Ricky, look, you see what's in that cooking station? It looks like the slop that was in Resident Evil 7. Interesting. So I'm going to go back upstairs, and I'm going to go back to the robot workbench. I think I should move that robot workbench to the first floor. There's no reason why it should be on the top like that. It's just counterproductive. I gotta assign actually this robot to I have to assign the robot to something, which is difficult sometimes. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so now I can give the legs another spruce. I'm gonna do the now look how much adhesive I have. I have 240 from that crazy amount of things that I did. Isn't that amazing? Thank you, it is amazing. Alrighty, so now, I mean, looks a little crazy.
Just look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Okay. Now we have a complete robot. I mean, yeah, she looks psycho, but whatever. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna let her be in charge of something. I'm gonna command her. And even with no hands, they'll do farm work, which I find quite hilarious. Oh, wait a minute. I saw... There you go. Assignment confirmed. And now the food goes up and she's in charge of doing a bunch of stuff. Hilarious. Oh, he, sorry. And hopefully he'll, roll out of that damn thing. Or I could... Oh, good. There we go. Johnny 5. Oh, yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to take you guys to Far Harbor. We're going to continue where we left off, okay? Just a bit of information about Far Harbor. Far Harbor is much bigger than Nuka World. It's definitely not bigger than the Commonwealth, though. Lots to do in Far Harbor even now. There's things that I haven't even finished that I have to do. Okay, so I'm going to go to my map. Go northeast here and fast travel to Far Harbor. Far Harbor has, I believe, 4 settlements, I think, all of which can actually be utilized for purified water. So that's something to take into consideration. Now, I showed you guys in yesterday's stream the Longfellow's cabin. Today I'm going to show you Dalton Farm and the other place that I own as well. I showed you the Welcome Center and the Longfellow's cabin yesterday, so if you didn't see that stream, definitely check that out. I wanted to have today's stream not as long, but as you can see, once you start playing the game, you really start to get busy. Okay, good. So I'm going to actually go ahead and walk to these places because I feel like if you do that, we'll be able to get a better glimpse of what Far Harbor is actually like. The great thing about Far Harbor is the mood. And it's really cliche as far as, wow, she's staring at me and hammering something. That's safe.
The island
Right?
catch you off guard. We doing business?
Yeah, we are doing
Show
business.
me what you got. Make it fast.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Let's see what kind of stuff he's got. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take some fusion cell, plasma cartridge. Actually, what I would like to do is get some. There we go, laser sniper rifle. That's what I want. Remember, guys, make sure that you're looking for anything that's a rifle from a laser perspective. The pistols probably won't give it to you. Okay. Hey guys, welcome. I appreciate you spending time with us here. Oh, see, perfect. Night vision plasma rifle. You're going to want to grab that. Okay, and I think that's it. I think that's all he has as far as laser-esque type of weapons. Okay. So what you do is you're going to buy this. You're going to confirm the trade. Then you're going to go back to your inventory. You remember that 500 something purified waters that I took? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and sell it back to him. Now, I could get 7,605 caps, but I'm only going to sell as much as he has. Okay, so I'm going to go to 35, 32, or 23, and then boom. He's got 9 caps left. I have 177,000 caps left. I mean, come on. It's foolproof. It's foolproof. All right, so let's take a look at one of the settlements. First stop is going to be Dalton Farm. All right, so that's going to be northwest. Right? Is it northwest? Yeah, I think it's northwest. Or I could stop being lazy and fast travel there. Or, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Fast traveling is awesome. I wish you could fast travel today, so this way you wouldn't have to sit in traffic in Manhattan. That would be amazing. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Leave some likes. Let us know what you think. Alright. Probably going to run into an enemy in this area. I can already hear the attack. That is called the fog crawler. Now look how my turrets take care of that problem. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. It's art is what it is. This is Dalton Farm, everyone. How do you get this settlement? You basically have to do a lot of work for a lady named, I think it's Kathy Dalton. And I think if you do 5 main quests for her, then she'll give you this farm. This is a really, really big area. Surrounded by ocean, which basically means prime time real estate for water purifiers equals purified water that you could sell. I'm about halfway done with doing this, completing this settlement. You'll notice that the water is 999. It's probably a little more than that, but that's where it stops. I have a bunch of purified industrial water tanks here, and they're all pretty much, you know, connected to these large generators. Now, if you notice, I've got 21 people here. It's a little more than the other settlements. The reason is because of charisma. If you get your charisma up to the highest level, you could have 21 guests, settlers, whatever. Okay, let me go ahead and fix that. I'm gonna fix that, and I'm gonna fix that. Oop, and I'm gonna fix that, and I'm gonna fix that, and I'm gonna fix that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fix this too. So this is what I like to do and spend my time with. It seems a little tedious and mundane, but again, this is something I have a lot of fun with. I really, really, really enjoy working with the concrete because it adds a lot of uniformity to your settlements. So you could pretty much, you know, do anything you feel that you want to do. As far as creating, as far as making walls and things like that. So I know that the walls don't really serve a purpose, but it makes me feel really good. The walls don't really protect you as much as you would think, which would make a little more sense, wouldn't it? However, the walls do very little. They're really The walls are purely aesthetic. That's what they are. And as you could see, it won't really keep out. Okay, what are you doing? Okay. Now what I am gonna do is I'm actually gonna add an entranceway here, so this way he can come back. Alright, and the reason why I want to do this is to make it a little more accessible for other settlers. So once he comes back in, and they go into limbo sometimes, which is a little weird. See, now, like right now, I don't know why, but he's stuck. Maybe because he's special, I don't know. And the great thing about concrete is that you could bend it to fit a lot of, what do you call it, shapes and stuff like that. So that's a really, really good thing. Very beneficial. And of course, if I'm going to add a doorway, I got to add a door, and I'm going to add a steel door. A blue steel door. Why? Because blue is Ricky Morrow's favorite color. And there we have it. Alright. Now again, the happiness of this place is about 84, which is pretty good. The highest that I've gotten the happiness to is about 85. And that's saying a lot, you know, that's actually saying a lot. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made that happen. Okay, I'm going to put one of these here and one of those here. I really like to put the pylons there because they require the least amount of material and you get to do something significant to them. All right, I'm going to put this here, and since I have settlers walking around these areas, I'm going to make sure that they're well lit. So I'm going to put these lights up again, these string of lights. There's one, there's one. Look how much better it looks. Look how much brighter it looks. It's so nice. And the reason why I do this is because, you know, my settlers walk around this stuff at night. So you want to have a little area where they could actually see. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, coming from a Fallout 3 perspective, I was like basically Jesus Christ. I did everything that anyone asked me to do. And I have that same kind of mentality here. So, but the reason why I do that is because the benefits really, really are good. So I put a power armor here that I stole from a Brotherhood of Steel. And again, I put the 100 fusion generator there. This little thing actually stuck out from the cement floor, and I just connected it to another pylon and then extended it all the way out. So this way, if the other turrets or the other generators go down, the big one is pretty much sustaining that one. All right. So now that we have an understanding, okay, I always try to take the opportunity. Now, if you notice, this dude is eating Japanese food and then it disappears. I don't know where he put it. That guy is cleaning a bar that is filthy. This guy's standing around looking like, I don't know, Don Cheadle. Actually, I don't know why I put this there. Let's see. These things don't work for some reason, but that's okay. I'm going to go in to see what is in the good old workbench. 487 purified waters. Good God, that's great. 700 caps they made. 700 caps because people are staying busy. Good grief, I'm happy. Son, look at this Abraham Lincoln looking yucky. This dude looks like Yuck Mouth. I knew you would help us. Say what?
What the hell is a synth anyway?
What the hell is a synth anyway?
My kids ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
Son, who are these slack-jawed yokels? They're so repetitive in their requests. So, this is basically it. This is one of the settlements that I think has the potential to really lend a lot of light to making a good amount of caps, making settlements happy, and having production on the up and up. Far Harbor is probably the best way for you to make purified waters. But the only issue that I find with Far Harbor is that that's very susceptible to a lot of like crazy monsters. So you really want to have your defense. Anything past 500 is acceptable. Like anything lower than that, completely unacceptable. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to have a significant amount. You're not going to have a significant amount of defense if you don't have the Far Harbor defense. Okay, let me put it this way. Since you have a lot of high level monsters, they actually grow faster with you in Far Harbor than any other DLC or any other place in the game. So what that basically means is that if right now I'm level 146, that means that the other creatures here are more than likely the same level that I am. So what that means is they have extremely high defense and high attack. And unfortunately, the creatures in Far Harbor are highly radiated, so they are immune to radiation weapons, which is pretty horrible. Because when you get here, you get an awesome kiloton rifle that essentially shoots radioactivity with every shot. But if you're shooting an animal that's highly radiated, it's not going to do a significant damage. That's why I recommend that you roll with the Mighty Shielded Gauss Rifle. This is the only weapon that you're going to find useful in Far Harbor, I'm going to tell you right now. If you would just look at the stats, I'm actually going to walk to the next settlement. Right now it's really dark, and it's the best time to hunt for monsters. So if you look at the stats, I'll go to my inventory and just show you. So the Gauss Rifle has 528 damage plus the additional 25% more damage. This, I think, I don't know if you get this from Ronnie or I forgot, but anyway, this is a really good weapon to have. It's probably the only weapon that's going to be significantly effective against other monsters in Far Harbor. So as you can see, the atmosphere in Far Harbor is really scary. And what I would recommend is that you just randomly VATS things. That's a gulper in a tree. Wow. We're going to see amazing things tonight, my friends. I don't know if it's sleeping or what. Let me go ahead and just... Wow, he sucks. You suck. See how much? Look. That's a lot of damage. And that thing is humongous. Oh my god. And I mean, you know, 2 shots is good, but still, they're pretty powerful. And, you know, giggity, that thing is called a gulper. I mean, what better thing to say than that? Let's see if I can kill him. A little bit of heroin makes it all right. Okay. This item is too heavy to carry. I don't know what they're referring to, but alright. So that is your regular Far Harbor animal. So as you can see, when I VATSed this one, right? I think right now it's sleeping. But when I VATS it, it's underwater. So, if you're not careful, these things will, like, rape you.
That's how we do things around here.
And I'm not sure how much experience I got for that, but let me see. How much experience did I get for it? 100. That's really good. 100 experience is really good. This is like when I did this, when I was in Far Harbor, I gained a ton of levels. Another one? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Trying to... whatever. Wow, that is insane. I don't know why he's trying to, like... his little baby sniper rifle is not going to do anything. Headshots are always good, guys. And they make a weird noise when they die, which is awesome. And that's why you really want to stock up on getting those. I think it's a 2mm cartridge for the Gauss rifle, because you will be running through this ammo bad. Ooh, there's a trapper. Or as I like to call him, a fapper. Ooh, he has a, oh, that is so unfair. Why did they let me do this to you? Why? Why? Amazing. So again, I'm going to take what I want, and he doesn't have anything useful. Where is the enemy? Where is he? Is he using a stealth boy? Like, a stealth boy? Ooh, mute fruit. I love mute fruit. Wow, do you see this? I'm going to watch this fight. Oh, McCready did crazy things to that man. I'm falling in love with McCready. McCready laced that other one just now. This guy's alright. McCready, you are okay. You are okay. I think I'm rolling with a good guy. Who also happens to be my, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. You know what? I was thinking about experimenting with some drugs. Not in real life, obviously. I was thinking about experimenting with drugs in this. I just want to take every single drug that they have and see how it affects him. Let's see. So I'm going to save. And I'm going to see if I can get addicted to some chems. I love chems. Okay, what do I got? I have... what? Med-X and Jet. Yeah, let's see. What else do I have? Oh wow, Jet makes it look extra radical. Jet only lasts for 10 seconds? I did not know that. I know I'm an idiot. Far Harbor really lends itself to the imagination. Wow. It's a glowing Yao Guai. Critical shot. Oh, it did not kill him. Okay. Goodbye, skull. That did look like it hurt. I mean, he can't feel anything now. Only in Far Harbor would these things be coming out so commonly. I haven't really seen a lot of people do streams with Far Harbor, so it's always good to sort of, you know, lend it, give people a good image, so to speak, on what to expect. I think this is one of my favorite. Oh, okay, good. I might as well go here because I have to go there anyway. I don't know. I like Far Harbor in small doses. There was a time where I wasn't really following Far Harbor too much, but I did spend a great deal. Wow, look at that. It's a Mirelurk. Wow. Oh, and in this one, you get to steal what's called a Mirelurk carapace, and it's their shell, and you can sell it. Man, these things don't stand a chance. So look, the Mirelurks you only get 12 experience for, okay? The Swallower Gulpers, or whatever the hell you want to call them, they give 100 experience, so you do the math. If you kill a whole bunch of gulping swallowers, whatever you want to call them, angler, mangler, gangler, whatever you want to call them, then you'll get a significant amount of lesbian experience. Did I just say that out loud? Oh, just woke up an angler. It's a legendary one. That means I gotta kill it quick. And as you can notice, you can charge your Gauss rifle. Ah, dang it. Did I get him? I didn't. Okay, this would be a great time for what's his name to come help. And when push comes to shove, I'll go back to my splatter cannon and just use this. And it does the trick. Usually it doesn't do the trick, but you gotta be careful. Man, they haven't been giving me anything good as far as legendary weapons are concerned. Look at that. I'm gonna harvest that. I don't know what they're for. They're probably for nothing. You know what's funny also about Far Harbor, if you notice? Oh, I can't. Look at that. You can't even do it. Where is he? See, it does so little damage. I'll still use it anyway. Wow, bloody mess. Penetrating baton. Yes. Man, this is a really nice night for us to just... Is that a death claw? Oh, it's a fog crawler. A trapper? Oh, I should have let him kill him. That is the coolest shot ever. The splatter cannon is a really, really powerful gun. It gives double the damage each consecutive hit, so... And I think I have like 8,000 bullets for it, just because. Do I want anything from them? Just the harness. Fog crawlers usually have nothing anyway, so you're wasting your time trying to loot them. The only thing that they'll give you is experience. Oh, check this out. Look. You could... Where is it? You could shoot rabbits. It's so stupid. This one's for you, Lake. Dead! Just kill the rabbit. Just because. Yeah, I know. That's so wrong. Poor Lake, he's gonna cry. Then I'm gonna rub his belly with mine. What? Venomous Analer. See now, look, it barely will do any damage. Pew 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 pew. Did I get him? I could pacify him? Let's see. This failed. Pathetically failed. Where'd it go? Oh crap, it's gonna attack McCready. And there's another one over there. It just penetrated. Oh, yes! Oh, another one. Good grief. Wow. Where are the other ones? Wow, they're shooting sperm at me. What do I do? Do I swallow it? Wait, what? And one more. And there's another one?
Stop right there.
He's telling an animal to stop. Oh, that one's significantly smaller. Interesting. Is there any more? Oh, stop right there. Wow, these guys got a lot of nuclear material. That's pretty cool. I found a radio beacon, it says. Far Harbor is like one of the most... This was a genius DLC that they came up with. This sea monsters. I mean, who doesn't like sea monsters? I think it was pretty cool. Man, I could literally do this all day, man. And there's still so much that I want to do. This is called Blight. I've never heard of... I don't even know what Blight is. See how some of these things are not creatures. Uh-oh. But these things, they have some kind of use. You just have to figure out what it's for. Somebody will ask.
Terrible at this game.
Who's terrible at this game? Me? You're terrible at this game.
Stop right there.
This dude is trying to pacify animals. I'm on fire. Clearly. Let's see if he dies. Pew 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 pew. That's my gun. That's my gun axe. I smite thee with my gun axe. There we go. 100 experience for defeating those stupid things. Amazing. You could see my experience meter just going up, as well as my erection meter going up. Wait, what? Who said that? I didn't say that. You said it. You'll get kissed on the mouth, sir. What? Don't repeat that. Yes. Oh my gosh. You know, it's a good question. A good question is, what's my favorite DLC? Probably the robot DLC. But this DLC is significant. Ooh, we're coming up to the Rayburn Point. Okay, my friend informs me that there are people talking to me and I don't hear them. Up. I hear animal noises. Everybody be very quiet. Wow. This guy just pulled out a hook like Captain Hook. And then just died. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance. Said be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. And nuts. But you can't hunt nuts, can you? I'll make it that you can't hunt. What? This is a master lock. Let's see. Okay, let's see. There we go. All you gotta do is find an opening.
Nice.
Why would you put that? Why would you put that stuff in a safe? You know, if this guy really wanted to, my character, he could actually just reinstate the value of actual pre-war money. That would be kind of interesting. Ruthless Fapper. I love the sound of silenced weapons or suppressed weapons. Oh, damn it.
MR Diaz.
What was that? I didn't hear that. Sometimes the messages come in very clear and sometimes they don't. Alright, a gas canister. That's always good. If there's workbenches over here, shouldn't you be able to, like, make... I don't know, I feel like you should be able to make these places, like, you know, your areas or something, but... Alas, me not understand. Ooh, we got a green hood like the arrow. The trapper right leg looks really, really strong, but I doubt that it's strong. So as you can see, guys, I'm like, you know, really, everything that I find, I'm just grabbing and I'm just taking it because it's going to be good to have it for one or all of my settlements. This is really, really tedious, but it's very, very fun. And an expert lock is quite elusive. Wow, there's 764 bottle caps in this trunk. That is incredible. This is insanity. This is the best steamer trunk I've ever had. Huh, steamer. What? Is that on the inside or the outside? Huh, nuclear material. Man, this is good. I'm really hitting the jackpot. I think I'm hitting the jackpot because of you guys. Appreciate you guys watching. I've never been this fortunate in this game, trust me. Never ever. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yo, these... Oh, whoa, somebody just shot me with a shotgun. I'm trying to actually... You could pacify them. I find that hilarious. Whoa, I'm just here to talk, buddy.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Ugh, bloody mess. You go get him, son. I'm in this building, cuz. Oh, he just smashed me with a wrench. That is very ballsy. Man, these guys a little crazy. Ooh, look, a safe.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Douglas is watching? Oh my god. What's up, Douglas? Holy shit. That is hilarious. At first I didn't recognize the name. Well, Douglas, tell me what you think of the stream, man. Really appreciate you watching. McCready says a lot of crazy stuff. Then again, he's Irish. Irish people are awesome. Can I actually sleep? Oh. I remember in Fallout 3 that there was a perk, Heavy Sleeper, that you could sleep like in the... I don't know if in the presence of enemies or near enemies. I forgot how it went.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Yeah, tell your man to calm down. Ooh. Ugly headshot.
No funny business.
Ah, screw it. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, poor trappers. Doesn't sound like a joke, man. Sounds like you're getting your ass kiked. I can't find... There he is. Whoa, who is behind me? I need heroin. Boom, heroin injected. Oh, somebody shot me with a... Oh, okay. It's funny because a lot of the shots don't... They don't hurt... You know, they don't hurt me, but they still stun you. I mean, they still kind of, you know, push you back. Right. Okay. Oh man, guys, I apologize that it's so dark, but this is how pretty much Fallout, the Far Harbor DLC really is. I mean, it's really, really dark. What time? I think it's maybe, yeah, it's 3:50 in the game. Not, you know, obviously not in real life. Wow, look at this. And again, guys, you see that I'm looting every single, you know, I'm just taking so many things, so many materials. Some of it you'll notice is actually glowing. This is the stuff that I've actually tagged. So, you know, this is all going to be investing in the settlements. All right, and these things that I'm taking, anything heavy and anything that's like leaded, it's wielded or braced and things like that, when you look at the armor, all of those things are going to have significant defense, and those are the things that you actually want to take. You can junk them, you could scrap them for a good amount of material. I usually do that with some of the weapons. Or you could use it to give it to your settlers. You know, the choice is yours. I have a balance of both that I like to do. So, you know, the settlements, the completion, basically, when I'm building a settlement, I like to have uniformity. The first thing I do is I build the walls. I'll have the walls with concrete, you know, I'll have it with steel. It really just depends on my mood. But I really like the concrete. Then I build the defenses, and what I do and how I build the defenses is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. What I like to do is build the walls, and then I'll throw the roofs, basically. I'll put the roof, the what do you call it, the cement roofs, and those I'll use as physical platforms to put my gun turrets. Okay, I'll show you specifically what I mean when we get back to one of my settlements. Right now I want to kill, ooh, a feral ghoul. Is he a friendly? Oh, that one is a friendly reaver. Look, check it out. These other ones are clearly not. They're not friendly. They're not friendly. They're not friendly. Okay, how many shots does it really take to kill a ghoul? Like, really? I hear a lot of crazy... Whoa. Did I kill it? Why does he have handcuffs? This is weird. Some of the enemies have just really interesting items on them, and I find them very strange. But I just, you know, best not to ask questions and just enjoy the game, right, guys? Really showing a lot of appreciation by, you know, joining us tonight. This is not something that you could probably... I'm pretty sure that you could beat the game in a night, but if you're really trying to invest in your games, then you will spend a lot more time doing things that you enjoy with them. So sometimes it seems like in this DLC that there's like no end to, you know, the oh man, I missed it. Okay. So I missed it by, it's in the east. Okay, so I'm gonna walk here. I wanted to show you guys the last settlement before we take a hiatus, essentially, from broadcasting. I will be back again tomorrow to broadcast, probably toward the night. But I did want to show you guys the other settlement that I had in Far Harbor, because it's one of my favorite settlements. I think Ricky Morrow had asked me at one time what was my favorite settlement. Right now, that answer is completely different. I would definitely say that the, I forget what it's called. I never remember them. Yeah, the Echo Lake Lumber is really one of them. Dalton Farm, I really, really like. Longfellow's Cabin, I think, is one of my favorites, honestly. That's the one that I showed you guys yesterday. If I had to choose one from the Commonwealth, it would be Grey Garden. Grey Garden is really, really one of my favorites. Wow, look, there's super mutants here. Check that out. You could pacify super mutants? That is interesting.
Stop! Human is
Clearly,
friend.
clearly it failed. Did you hear what he said? He said human is friend. I cannot believe he said that. That is hilarious. Wow. I am impressed that this guy would have the balls to say something like that. Balls. Yeah, I said it. What? A dusty Yao Guai. Okay, I guess. Are those little fishes? That's hilarious. I've never seen a fish in these waters. That is very interesting. What I also find interesting is how MacCready is able to swim in his power armor frame, because when I'm in my power armor, I cannot swim. Oh man, I just freaking set a trap. Even though they don't really hurt me, but you know, whatever. Very interesting. That you get enough level ups to be immune to certain things. Now, yeah, I can still die. That's definitely a possibility. But does it happen as often? No, it doesn't. See, now, this is the worst thing about Far Harbor. It's very dreary and very, very dark. So you really can't see a lot. The fog is actually radioactive, if you could believe that. Oh, look, I'm right near the settlement. I didn't even realize it. So I have this little side door, and for some stupid reason, some jackass has it open, you know, but, you know, the settlers, can't beat them. Want to join them. Oh, I hear gunshots. Okay, I'll give you guys the grand tour in 2 seconds. I just gotta make sure.
Must
Oh,
be
okay.
30 years? More? Since someone did the dance like you?
These guys are saying such random things, it's hilarious. So this is Echo Lake Lumber.
Can we trade a few things?
Bring it on.
I make sure that, you know, all of my settlers in this particular... What the hell? Who? What is going on? I don't see anything. Look at my turrets. They're all focused on one thing. That tells me something. That tells me something is amiss, but... Oh, okay. There's something on the radar. Now I'm dangerous, okay. This thing is what you guys are scared of? Oh my god. Well, I guess, you know, the alerts are alerts for a reason, but was this really necessary? Whatever. Okay, so this is Echo Lake Lumber. And again, as you can see, I have a lot of purified waters. This is really one of the best areas to use because it's surrounded by water. Now I have only 700 water. To you that sounds pretty good, but if I have a lot of my other settlements at 999, then, you know, having this one at 700 is not too bad, but it could be better. So in the middle here, I created wood floors with a jukebox. We have beds here, which again, I have to follow my own advice and make sure that I create the nice ones to boost the happiness. Happiness here, though, is 84. that's actually very, very good for this area. So I have these cement walls up because in this entire area is infested with just animals that lurk, and you know, it's insanity when I'm over here. You know, and then in the middle here, I have these platforms because I actually discovered the spawn spot for the enemies here. So in that area right there where I'm shaking my head, where I'm pointing, that's where some of the enemies spawn, and it's always those stupid trappers. So I put these things over here so this way they could pretty much track the enemies and get rid of them. There's a building in here which is annoying to work with because the building, you can't really do much. You can't really destroy anything. You can't, you know, it's annoying. So, but the other spaces are really, really, really great to work with. So if you have a creative mind, I mean, I look at these things and I don't really see them as necessarily quote-unquote creative. I do see them as being efficient, however. So, you know, I put the bar on the outside in this settlement because I actually wanted people to have a little bit of a communal thing. So I set up a bunch of benches where people could just sit down. And as you can notice, right now they're all chilling and they're drinking. So, and I believe that it's 7 a.m. so they're all going to get ready to pretty much go on their posts and go to work. This is the automatron that I have in charge of this settlement. He has 2 laser Gatling guns which serve a tremendous purpose. And he's green. And I gave him actually automatron legs. I'm sorry, not what do you call it? Assaultron legs. So this way he can move freely about the area. All right. Now some of these guys, I'm gonna see if I could switch. No, I can't do it. Okay, not a big deal. A lot of them have really, really cool armor. The ones that I gave, you know, these hardcore weapons to, you know, is really to look at that. Ignores 30% of the target's energy. It's a really, really powerful radium rifle. So in this area, it really helps. Okay, why did the settler just disappear? And, you know, this is pretty much it. I mean, it's a small area, really. It's not really a big area to work with. But this area, I think, probably the most beneficial part of it, besides the water, is that the walls in this particular settlement do keep out the enemies. So I find that kind of interesting. Because if you look at any other settlement, it doesn't really seem as so. Let me see what he's got. Oh, okay, he's got the steadfast one. I'll grab this and I'll throw it in the river. So the ones that I have on defense are the ones that have significant weapons. They're the ones that I actually choose to have those, like legendary weapons or weapons that you would probably, you know, keep for yourself. Now, the reason why I do that is because, I mean, simply put, they're on defense. So, and again, 295 water at 20 caps a pop is pretty damn good. Look at that. They have 1,250 caps that they made just from selling stuff. So on the interior here is pretty basic. It's I put a lot of beds in here because it's easier to work with since it's already on the inside. I like to keep the beds on the inside for obvious reasons, to make sure that they actually have a shelter, and that really improves happiness. Having a roof over their head affects happiness. Having a nice big bed to lay in affects their happiness. Having the bar, I mean, you know, that's stuff that you know you would know already.
See what kind of armor you've got.
All right, so the only thing that's weird about this settlement is that you can't directly ask people to trade unless it's like after work hours. I mean, I don't know what that's indicative of. Maybe their work ethic is really, really good. I'm not really sure. So, you know, that's just, you know, to me, it's an interesting point. All right, and, you know, I'm trying to, hurt a rocket. And I think they're just like little baby enemies that are just kind of like lurking around because nothing really significant. Okay, maybe it is kind of significant. I'm hearing a lot of activity. All right, let's see what's going on. And look at this, the Assaultron moves in and chases them. Oh, did you see that? That was amazing. Oh, there are trappers here. See, this is what I was telling you. It's just predictable. It's very predictable. See, and the settlers, they spring into action pretty quick in these areas. I mean, look at this. This is the trappers all the way over here, and they're still shooting. I mean, that's kind of crazy, you know? But that really has to do with their happiness. And it sounds ridiculous, but if they're happy, they're productive. If they're productive, they care about their settlements. You know, they care about their settlements, I would hope, as much as me. You know? Which is why, you know, that I invested so much time. This is like a gang right here. This is a huge... What? Look at... I love this person.
Better keep their word about funny suits.
She's got a
Just
black...
wanted to trade a few
oh my
things.
god, I'm amazed right now. Pipe machine gun. Let me see if I can give her a better weapon. Oh, harpoon gun. It's got a good amount of weapon, and then I'll just give her all my harpoons. I'm not going to use it. F comes before H, right, guys? Yeah, it does. Just making sure. Alright, and then... Oh, wow, she's ugly as sin. Okay, well... Let's see if I can give her something else. I'll give her a hood. There you go. Hood nud. Let's see. Oh, I can give her the whole heavy trapper. Do I have any road leathers? Let's see. Oh, I do. Sweet. Oh, this is the wetsuit from... Oh, that's crazy. That's an ode to Fallout 3. Wow, that's hilarious. All right, so the chest piece, left leg, right arm. Okay. All right, so the only thing she's missing is a left arm. So let's see, left arm. Does anyone see it? Okay. Hey guys, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. We are in Far Harbor. Just wanted to give a quick recap to those of us who are just now joining us. There we go, left arm. Alright, and basically I'm just kind of showing off some of the settlements and how people are, you know, reacting with productivity and, you know, all that good stuff. So
I never met someone that
okay, move. Can everyone move? Oh my god. Okay. So in the event that all of the settlers are at one place, there's an easy way to solve this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the workbench. Alright, I'm gonna go to resources and I'm gonna go to miscellaneous, and then you put one of these. This is a bell. It's a very simple bell. Put it here. Okay, you save because saving is part of paranoia pretty much. And then you go ahead and ring the bell. There we go. And then everybody comes right to you, which is great.
hard times.
Let's trade some things.
Some of the settlers I want to trade some stuff with because they don't have... Oh, nice. Okay. They don't have their weapons that I want them to have, so... Okay, 308. 308. Okay, so I'm basically just kind of giving them weapons and then giving them ammo. Since this one has a 308 ammo, I'm going to go ahead and give her about maybe 200 something rounds. Then I'm going to go to the apparel. I'm going to go all the way down to the road leathers to give her this badass look. Right, so boom. I'm going to take away the Brotherhood fatigues because, as you can see, the damage resistance is very low. I'm going to take that and I'm going to give her something else. Okay, left arm, right leg. Okay, left leg, trapper, leaded, this and that, left arm. I'm going to give her a nice chest piece. Maybe I'll give her that one. Okay, and then I'm going to give her a right arm. Here we go. Maybe a helmet. Does she have a helmet? Does she have a helmet? Let's see. She's got the gas mask. Oh, sweet. Dirty Army helmet. Okay. With the Dirty Army helmet, I like to include like a bandana because it just looks cool. It doesn't do anything. That's purely aesthetic. Now, if she definitely looks much, much better. Okay. I actually gave this guy Marine armor. Marine armor is very, very strong.
I just want to trade a few things.
Good, I could trade. Because I'm trying to get this guy to like, boom, harness. Give me the cage armor. The cage armor is okay, but it doesn't really have significant, you know, damage protection, man. You know, and that's what you really are looking for. Give you the green hood. Cool, 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 cool. Heavy combat left leg, heavy leather right arm, heavy metal right leg, and then, yeah, you can give her the heavy trapper chest piece. Might as well make him blend in. And then I need a left arm again. See, now that's the only issue that I face. Sometimes you'll get really, really good armor and stuff like that from, there we go, from like your enemies, but then there are times where you won't get the complete set, or you'll be missing a left arm or a right arm, and I would just basically let it be. Just don't, you know, if you don't have it, you don't have it. So you know, you can't really do anything about it. So this one I'm probably gonna have to wait for after hours. So I wanted to make sure that I changed a few people's armor. Let me look at this person. Oh, she's actually pretty good. Okay. She just looks like she has cancer. Wow, this Abraham Lincoln ass. Oh, this guy actually sells armor. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Anything that has double digits, I'm gonna buy. Okay, so heavy leather arm, yes. Enameled chest piece. Anything leaded, like all this stuff, I'm just gonna buy it. Fuck it. Why? Because I can. Lightweight treated chest piece, you know, enameled this, blah, blah, blah. Everything that's double digits, I'm gonna buy, okay? So then I'm gonna confirm, go back again to my, the aid, essentially. Might as well sell all this. Lore weed, I'll figure that out. And where's my purified? Wow, I got 1,096. So that is a stupid amount of water, I know, but very necessary, very necessary. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, how much do I have? 387. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys, for the last part of this video, I'm going to show you guys the Children of Atom. I successfully infiltrated. Unfortunately, my membership, I know that sounds really stupid, right? But for some strange, I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the nuclears. That's southeast. I might as well just walk. The only thing I hate about these settlements is that, like, sometimes they be leaving the doors open, and I feel like, I don't think it does anything, but it's just my, you know, my paranoia, I guess. Like, you know, if you leave a door open, then people are just gonna attack it. But I don't think it does anything. So the nucleus is the area where the Children of Atom are. What is that noise? Oh, I thought I heard something. Anyway, who are the Children of Atom? They are these radiation crazy people, but they have a lot of really great resources. I mean, really, really great resources. I'm gonna show you those resources in a few minutes. They actually have what's called the Marine power, not power armor. They have the Marine armor, and that probably is better than anything that you know the game has. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, a legendary gulper. Don't stand a chance, man. Oh, I've had this before. The auto stim leg. Yeah, I doubt it. Now the only thing that's weird, I think, about the Children of Adam is that like they don't really like they don't help you do anything. You know, like I've you know, when you join the Brotherhood, they actually help you do stuff. If you join the Railroad, they actually help you do stuff. The Children of Adam don't. You know, they're honestly they're just strange. All right, but look at the armor that they have.
What does Adam need with one little dock anyway? Let Far Harbor.
First of all, it looks badass as hell. Second of all, it's really, really strong, so... But I'm actually trying to see if I can kill him without the other person seeing it. Let me see if I can do it. There's a way to do this, I know it. Let's see if I could get away with it. It says sneak attack, so let's see. It worked! Holy crap! That is hilarious! Very good, sir. Okay, I guess I'll take all this stuff off your... Alright, successful attack. That is hilarious. So, Children of Adam have really, really great resources. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you how good their resources are. They have really good weapons, which have a lot of them are radiation based. So with that being said, radiation based is going to basically equal to having nuclear material. So I would highly suggest that you make friends with these people, do what they ask you to do, even if it, you know, doesn't really go along with what you're trying to do in the game. And they're all freaks, they're all weirdos, but they have a lot of good stuff. So yeah, look, they're crazy. The Alchemist has medicine. I want to go to the one that has the weapons. He's upstairs. Sister Mai is actually very attractive, and she has really, really good items. But I want to show you who the one that has weapons. I think it's him. I think it's Brother Kane or whatever the hell his name is. Where they are is an actual sub, and the submarine has nuclear missiles in it, so they wanted to like use it.
Let's see what you have.
I don't know. Weirdos. Weapons of the Chosen. So as you can see, they have mad gamma rounds and stuff like that. They even have apparel. Let's check out their apparel. Good. Heavy leather. Heavy leather. That's always good. I got another Marine Tactical helmet. Mining helmets are always good because they have what do you call it? A light on it. The Zealots left leg, armor, chest piece, left arm, right leg, whoops, whatever. Like, this guy has really good stuff, you know, like, this is really, really good stuff. So, gamma gun, I'm not really going to pay attention to. The radium rifle, no. Maybe the scope and hardened one. Oh, wow, that's all he's got. That's not bad. All right, so, then again, you know, buying the stuff, spending the caps. Then I'm going to sell the caps, sell the water right back so I can get the caps. Okay, so, you know, this is just what I do. You know, this is just what it takes to kind of like, you know, build your, you know, mad empire or whatever you're trying to do. And look, boom, I'm already up to 180 caps. That's insane. Like 180,000 caps, all right? Then I'm going to buy some stuff with the money I have left over from Sister Mai. And then I'm probably going to take it back to Dalton Farm because I can still build, I believe, on Dalton Farm. So, very tedious, very time-consuming, but, you know, definitely worth it.
Let's see what you got.
Nothing's junk if you use it right.
Your junk. What? Who said that? Always getting fusion cells and missiles. Things like that. Shotgun shells, you know. And then she has a bunch of junk, so I'm going to go ahead and buy the stuff that she's got. Okay, cement, fertilizer, biometric scanner, nuclear material. All of that stuff is really, really important. Whether you have it tagged or not is going to depend, is going to depend on what you're trying to get done. Copper, I'm always going to need. Oil, always going to need. Springs, gears, circuitry. Those things are really important. Fiber optics, adhesive, bone. Bone is really important because you can buy, you could make oil with bone. And, I'll show you that when we get back to the settlement. So, as you can see, I'm spending a significant amount of money. Like, I spent 9,208 caps. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to sell the purified water. And I'm going to get, yeah, good, look at that. I'm going to get all my money back. And then I have 10 purified waters left. Look at that. And I've actually got a profit of 181,000 caps. So it's, this is the sacrifice that you make when you want to build up your settlements, and you can make everything really work for you in a positive way. So I'm going to take this back all to Dalton Farm because I feel like they could use it. Oh, you know what? I should bring it back to the Welcome Center because I think the people in the Welcome Center don't have the proper they don't have good enough material and armor and stuff like that. So you really want to concentrate on I'm going to see if I can kill this person without getting detected. Really want to concentrate on one settlement at a time, to make it work for you. It's all about trying to find that balance.
Watch yourself out there. Many dangers in the fog.
Let's see if it works. Once it goes into danger, that's when you know it didn't work. But since it's still good, I think we're all right. Ah, very good, young grasshopper. All right, so we're gonna fast travel to the Welcome Center, Visitor Center. I'm sorry, Visitor Center. I'm gonna put some of the that is a quad rocket launcher. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna dump all of our junk into the workbench. There's not a lot of stuff that I could actually build in that settlement anymore, but I could use some of that stuff to boost the armor. The junk that you collect really weigh out what you want to keep and things, and I take almost everything because I think that the materials are important, number one, and number two, some of them are really indispensable. So what I mean by that is you'll have rare items and then you'll have regular items, but those regular items are still used for a lot of significant stuff. Like I grab a bunch of bottles, I grab a bunch of glass and things like that, because with that I'm making all these mods to what do you call it, to weapons. And it's like you need glass for the scopes, you need so you're never really done, in terms of, and that's a good thing because it keeps the continuity of the game. You're never really done with, doing what it is that you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to here and I'm going to dump my stuff in it, right? I'm going to dump the junk in it, make sure it basically makes it more, makes it have more what do you call it, items. All right, look at that, 600 bottle caps. Wow. Actually, let me see if I could build a gorilla thing here. You might as well. My end goal is going to be to build all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. My end goal is going to be to build that cage. So, whoops, did I do a large one? Oh, you can't build it over here. Wow. That's interesting. Man, they do a lot of limited stuff, man, but it's all right. That's the only thing, man. Like, you know, like you have a cat cage, a mole rat cage, and a mutant hound cage. This should be interesting, actually. Maybe I'll build this one. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end here. You know, I just wanted to show you what I was gonna do as far as you know, giving people armor. Like, you know, here, look, this guy, for example, right?
So you think this peace with the children of Adam has any chance?
So I'm gonna actually go into the weapons. Oh, I'm sorry, the armor workbench. It's got to be somewhere here. Is this guy not doing anything? Okay, this guy's unsettled. He doesn't have a job. Okay, so that's fine. Now what I'm gonna do is, where is the armor? Huh, that's so weird. That's strange. Okay, I'm gonna fix this right now. Crafting is always really, really good, man. You know, like the armor workbench, and this is stuff that not only that you use, but the settlers do use as well. Alright, so I'm gonna look at this alloyed metal. I can polish it and make it better. Okay, let's see, trapper right arm, reinforced, strengthened zealots, zealot marine armor. You could change it to the Inquisitor. It really isn't a difference in it, but the Inquisitor one, I think it does it black, and then you could put the lead line in it and give you additional what do you call it, radiation support. So this is already at the max polymer lead line, but I'm going to change it to asbestos. So asbestos, actually, when you do the asbestos lining, it gets you immune to being set on fire. That's something that you really want to give your settlers. I think it's very good to have. It's very, very good to have, okay? Can't go wrong with the synth armor either. You know, this is something that you could, that's very, very good against energy damage. And then the leather is the same thing. So this stuff, you really want to spend a little more time cultivating them and adding things to them, because not only do they add, you know, what you can do is if you spend the resources to make them better and you scrap them, you still get some of those resources back. But again, if you're going to go ahead and give it to your settlers, which I really suggest that you do, you're going to increase their happiness, number one. Number two, you're going to get them a lot more powerful. And that's a good thing, because the chances of them defending your settlements successfully goes up way, way more, as opposed to not doing it. All right, so guys, let us know what you think. You know, definitely subscribe to the Pink Titan channel. We've got a whole lot of other things besides Fallout, and you know, Fallout is really, you know, my shtick. But we've got a ton of other games and Let's Plays and skits. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely check out our other videos. Recommend us to some of your friends. I know that we have something to offer you as far as comedy, and I know that you could be able to enjoy it. Definitely offer us some likes and some comments and things like that, and we will catch you on the next stream. All right. Again, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.